Bless Squad, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Blessed Applesauce, here to bless y'all with another video. And today, I want to make a video explaining how to day trade low flow stocks, what I look for, and how I play them. And I thought, what better way to do this to actually show you how I'm setting up my chart, how I'm setting up my watch list before the market even opens. So we're going to walk through like what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, how I'm setting things up. It's also taking a couple minutes to look at the market as it opens and what type of moves are going to occur. So before we get into it, before the bell opens, make sure you spam the like button and also sub down below for more content like this, because I'm going to be pumping out more content that's just going to offer a lot of value to you guys that want to learn how to day trade stocks. So today on the watch list, and this popped up on the scanner. If you're not familiar with Trade Ideas, it is a scanner that shows you the top stocks that are popping up on the day. It's very important that you get a Trade Ideas scanner. You can use Trade Ideas, you can use FinViz. There's a couple other scanners, but the main ones out there are Trade Ideas and FinViz. So these are the stocks that came up on the scanner today because they are up big. Like this one, let's look at this one real quick. This one's up CANF. Whoops. This one's up 40%, really crazy. This one's up another 20%. And all these plays are up like really big. This one, let's check this one real quick. This one's up another, this is up 70%, crazy stuff. So what I'm looking at are these type of plays that are up really big and are low float names. So what I mean by low float, it means the available shares of this company are low. It's not a lot of shares to trade with this. And what happens when there's not a lot of shares, when there's a lot of buying and selling going on, the price tends to go up very fast. So let's say you're a big company where you have billions of shares available. If you were to buy 1 million of the shares, the price of the stock isn't going to go up that much. But if you have a company that only has maybe 5 million shares and you buy 1 million shares, the price is going to go up a lot faster. And that's what we want to see. We want to see a low float company where the price is moving up very fast so we can make quick profit, because we only want to be in here for a couple of minutes. And we can't get 5 to 10% if it's not moving at all. So these are the companies I picked out. Let me throw NXTP on this montage window right here. So these are the 4 that were up the biggest. And the reason why, the one I'm going to pick today that I like the most is this one right here, NRSN. I like this one because it's bouncing off of some key resistance levels. I'm going to place my key resistance levels down here now. If you're not familiar with my video on how to draw support and resistance, go check that video out. But I'm just drawing at key levels. Around $3 is a level of interest. This low right here where it bounced is a level of interest. This level right here where it bounced. And then the high is also a level of interest. So I'm going to be looking at those levels to take positions on, depending on how the market moves. So I only take positions on key levels. So these blue lines are the only places I will be taking positions. The way I will confirm my positions is with this montage window right here. This is the time and sales window. This is the level 2 right here, and this is the time and sales. This green and red that's popping up, this is the time and sales, and this is the level 2 right here. So what I want to see, once it gets to these levels, let's say this thing pushes up to 318, 322, what I want to see on this right here, I want to see confirmation from this that this level was actually a level that people are interested in. And how will I see that? So for me, I'm a short bias trader. So I want to see sellers come into the market. I want to see a lot of red prints start to come in. I want to see if green prints are coming in, then they aren't able to go up anymore. So like, let's say this pushes all the way to 318 and it's pushing 318 and it's a lot of green prints going through, but it's not going any higher. That would be a signal that buyers are not able to push through that level, and potentially sellers will take advantage of that and come down. Also, we want to see a lot of red on the tape as well. So those are key confirmation things I want to see visually on the tape before I take a trade. So those are the 2 things I want to see. Next, Position sizing wise, I don't want to put my whole account in there. A lot of people, when they trade, they want to put their whole account into the trade. They have $10,000 to play with. They automatically want to put 10 grand in there. You do not want to do that. You want to size into these positions, especially on these low float stocks where they can go up 10, 20, 30% in a matter of minutes. You want to set yourself up where if it were to squeeze 10%, 20%, you're not down 30, you're not down 10, 20% on your whole account. So what you want to do is position size in. You want to use a half size. So if you have $10,000, maybe you want to use 5, or if you have 10,000, maybe you want to use $2,000. It's going to be based on how much room you want to give the stock to run. So in this case, I want to give this stock all the way up to the high of day 329. So if I'm taking a position right here, I'm planning to take a position right here at 318, and I'm planning to take a position here at my level of exit is at the high. I want to give this room. Let's see the percentage on this. I want to give this about 5%. I want to give it a little bit of room. So let's say about 5% room. So I want a position size based on that, and I want to be able to add to my position. So I want to be able to take a position here. I want to be able to take a position here, and I want to be able to take a position here. So I want to divide that by 3 and have basically three shots of this trade before I exit and take my loss. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide my position into thirds, where I'm able to get in 3 times before this thing reverses on me. So that's the plan for this stock here. I'm also like this one here, CANF. The market is getting ready to open soon. But I do also like CANF. And the reason why I like CANF, because again, it's bouncing, it has some clear support and resistance line levels. So I'm going to put that on there. Boom. Boom. Like that. Voila. And we'll put CANF right here. And we're also going to put CANF on the Montage window. And we're going to be looking for the same thing. We're going to be looking to take positions on these clear levels right here. So 110, 112, 115, around those key levels where it has support and resistance lines. And you also want to see the confirmation from the tape, the level 2 and the time and sales. If y'all are not familiar with how to read time and sales, I am going to do a couple more videos on it. I do have a video out now. I'm going to leave a link to it, but also I am going to post a couple more videos explaining the time and sales, how to read it a little better, because it does get a little complicated and it's not the easiest thing in the world. But just to understand the process of what I'm doing, I'm going to be confirming with the lines as well as the level 2. So the market's going to get ready to open soon. So let's get ready. So here we go. So this is going to be more of me just walking through the process here, what we're going to be doing. So 5 seconds till the market opens. There goes the bell. So here goes our first play here. It's $3, kind of struggling at 3. I did meant to mark out 3 as well. We did say we wanted to mark out 3, so let me put 3 on there. So here goes the squeeze, 308. And we're also looking to take a position on this at 110 if we can get up there. So this is struggling around $3 and that VWAP level, like $3, 305-ish level. So just looking at the tape, we're going to be looking at the tape just to see how it plays out. And we're still waiting for our plays at 318, 320. And also we have this new level here that just created some type of resistance where VWAP is, as you can see. So we have a new level of 305 that we want to take a look at as well, that it may potentially bounce there as well. So as you can see, it's holding 297, as you can see on the tape. You see buyers starting to step in at 297, 298. So if you want to take this long, I'm not a long bias trader, but if you wanted to take this long, this may be a potential to add a small position here long, just the way it's holding. But right now I'm not committed to anything. I'm just kind of analyzing, waiting for it to make a move, waiting for my position to set up. And this is what this game is about. It's going to be about probably 80% waiting, just waiting for your play, sitting here. So majority of the time, you're not going to be in positions. It's going to be just a couple of minutes out of the day that you're actually in positions. Most of it's just waiting for your particular setup. So here's the squeeze. Again, it's back up to 3. Also looking at this one here at that 110 level, but not really taking a good look at it, but it's there. I am paying attention to both at the same time, but mainly interested in this one. I like this one a little bit better. So here goes our 3. It's pushing toward 310, and we do have this level here that we might want to take advantage of because it is an old resistance. But let's see how the tape plays out. We're looking for confirmation, let's see. So we have our levels. We're just waiting for confirmation. Here goes this one. This is squeezing up. So 310. This is hitting 312. So I might want to take a position on this one right here, C8NF. I want to see confirmation on the tape. So both of these are both squeezing up at the similar time. So might be taking a position soon on either of these. Again, waiting for confirmation. Preferably, my thought process is taking a position on this one right here. I just like this play a little bit better. When we're trading stocks that are a little closer to $1, kind of sketches me out. But as you can see, this thing did reverse at 112. But let's take a look at how this one plays out. So yes, we could have took a position right here. It was a nice call out. That 110, 112 actually did work out. You see how those support levels are actually playing out to your advantage there. So that worked out perfectly. But we're still waiting for our position. It's okay if you miss plays. Don't beat yourself up. Plays happen every day. You're going to miss plays. It's a lot of plays going on. It is what it is. It's just how this game goes. So here goes the squeeze. Getting to 314, 315. Again, see if you took that long position right here, 297, where it was holding buyers. Again, you notice how that support level played into itself. It held that support. And there goes the drop. Massive drop. My goodness. Massive drop. This one did the same exact thing. Massive drop. And if you do notice how this one right here, if you see this level right here, if you're analyzing the tape and you saw how this candle, it wicked out all the way at the top. So it was a very, very minor resistance level, but the way it popped up and immediately rejected, that's a short signal on the tape. Let me delete this line. And the way this thing played out, it may not hit 318. So, I mean, that's fine. It happens. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. But it's just the patience game, just allowing your plays to come to you. No rush. Sometimes you don't trade every day. Sometimes it's just a scratch day. It gets like that sometimes. But the mindset is still the same. For this one, it literally worked out perfectly in my favor. Didn't take a potential trade on it, but the concept was there. 110, 112, key resistance levels. It reversed right on the resistance level and then came all the way down to our target. And you can also see that confirmation on the tape there. With this one, you may even be able to take some minor positions. See how this resistance level right here, 297. So even right now, I could take a position right here. So let's do that. Let's actually take a position right here, 297. So we're going to take a position right here, 297. And voila, look at that drop. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that drop. So it's all you're doing. Look at that drop. Look at that drop. Look at the tape. Look at the tape. Look at the aggressiveness on the tape. Then that, I'm just going to cover my position right there because I don't want to take a lot of, just taking a small chunk of the move. Small chunk of the move. So it was a pretty good 10-cent play. I can't be mad at that right there. So all you're doing, so with that, the reason why I took this position is because we saw 297. That was our key resistance level that we marked out previously. And then you see the confirmation. So that's our previous resistance that we marked out. And then you see our confirmation on the tape when it hit 297 that it was immediately rejecting. And that's basically all you want to see. You take a small position on that size. You don't go full size into this play. You take a small position, and then you're able to ride it down. If it goes down or if it goes up, you can add on your secondary resistance level or your third resistance level, and then have a max risk target maybe at your fourth resistance level where you're going to cut your losses if you're wrong. Very simple stuff. Nothing too spectacular about this strategy. It works really well on low floats because low floats tend to go down. You just play the resistance level, confirm it on the tape, and then you basically make money. You're good, and just size in well. It's really rinse, recycle, and repeat process. You can see this market is continuing to go down. Again, here's another resistance level that we want to look at. Here goes 290. We might be able to get another short position on this. We just want to see a confirmation on the tape at 290 that this thing is not holding 290 and sellers are in control. But if we do see that, we could take another position. And then we'll probably cover into the 270s, the high 70s, maybe like 79. So let's take a look at these sellers right here. Buyers and sellers right here. So it's hitting 292. $293. So I'm not seeing sellers really interested in that level. That 290 level, I'm not really seeing sellers super interested. So interesting to see. And that's perfectly fine. It happens like that sometimes. It just, if the stars don't align, if your setups are not aligning, you don't take a position. So sit on your hands. This thing actually might push up to 297, which you may be able to take a position on 297. So that could be another opportunity there. And now sellers are starting to come in a little bit. So let's put a feeler position out there. We're going to put a small position. This is probably going to be the last position that I show y'all on today. So we're in at 289 right now. And we're looking for a potential flush down to the lows of 284. we can get like 279, that'd be wonderful. We can get that clean break, but we'll see when it gets to that position. So it's dropping now. You can see the long red candle dropping right now. We have 286 on the take. We're looking for like 284. May or may not get it. Looks like we're kind of getting 285. So this is the point where you're thinking about covering your position because sellers are not aggressively dropping. It's kind of like a casual drop. And this is where you're getting a feel for the market. It takes a little time to get the feel for how tape works, but let's see what happens with these 285 buyers right here that are holding. If they can't break through that, it might be time to just cut the position, take a little bit of profit, and walk. Yeah, so it's not getting that. So best to just cut the position, call it a day, take a little money on the day, and yeah. So I'm gonna cover the position, and it's fine. Sometimes these plays keep on going. The way I set up my strategy, I'm keeping my trades down to a couple of minutes. So I only hold my trades for 1 to 3 minutes, nothing longer than that. I don't want to be in these plays for a very long time because sometimes they can get away from you. But taking 5 cent, 10 cent moves is really the best bet to make money consistently in the long term. Some people like to hold these things all day. That's not really for me. I just like taking the small chunk out of it and then keep it moving. But that is how I'm running these plays. That's how I run my strategy. I just wanted to kind of explain that to you. So I kind of want to take a stress-free day from trading and kind of just walk you through the process of how to trade low floats and how I personally trade low floats. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. And that's going to wrap it up. It's been your boy, Blessed Applesauce. Stay blessed. And I'm going to see you next time on Blessed to Invest.
Just to see tomorrow is a blessing. Stay prayed up is the message. Everything about a nigga blessed. Everything about a nigga blessed.